Hello guys, Glenn here again from Willenhall Paratech UK. This is introducing our version of the REM pod. Okay, now this REM pod that you see in front of you has got a mini telescopic antenna, and contrary to the description of the traditional REM pods, right, they do not generate or radiate their own independent magnetic field around the instrument or the antenna. Okay, that's just to get that out of the way. What this piece of equipment does, it actually detects the EM field, the electromagnetic fields that can be influenced by materials and objects and person and people that conduct electricity, like you and me, and obviously we believe ghosts and spirits. If they can manipulate energy, then also this piece of equipment should be able to detect them. Okay, based on the proximity to the antenna, obviously the strength of the EM field and the distortion that it gives off. There's 4 LED lights on the unit, and left to right you've got blue, green, amber and red. So the closer you get to the antenna, right, the more the lights will light up. So if I'll just come round to the camera and I'll turn it on for you, and what happens is you'll hear a couple of beeps, and that's the unit calibrating itself. Okay, so if I extend the antenna, right, just one thing, this antenna is removable. Okay, so if you wanted to take the antenna off to pack the box away, you can do so. You can take it off, right, pack it away in your box, and there you go. Okay, so the antenna just screws on the top like that. Right. Now I've actually designed this unit not to be a stand-up unit, but an actual lie-down unit, so more like that. Okay, and if you can see that on the camera, that's how I've designed it. But you can have it standing up if you want to. I mean, it's, you know, it hasn't got to be lying down. I just find it's easier when things are sort of lying down on the floor like that, and we're walking about with a camcorder, that you know, you can document it better. I mean, you can have it like that if you want to. You can have it facing you with the antenna pointed up. Doesn't really matter. We'll leave it like that for now, just so you can get an idea. So we'll turn the unit on and you'll hear it calibrate. Okay, 2 beeps. There was the 4 LED lights coming on. And so basically what it does, this unit will display the field disturbances. Okay, and as you approach it, you've got the audible buzzer. Right, now the tone is very important, because the blue LED light and the tone, the low tone, denotes how far away from the antenna the object is. The closer the object gets to the antenna, the more lights light up and the tone goes up, okay, in pitch. So if you listen to this, get a bit closer. Can you hear it going up now? You've got the green light, then you get the amber light, and then you get the red light when you're right close to it. Okay, now if you're lucky enough to be able to communicate with a ghost that's intelligent, and you ask it to touch the antenna for you, this is what happens. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to have a spirit walking around, they can understand you, and you ask it to go and touch the antenna, and it does so, that's what you'll get. Okay, but you'll also be able to pick it up the closer it gets to the unit. Okay, so the LED lights are really easy to view through your camera and your night vision equipment as well. They'll show up through that, no problem. The audible tones correlate excuse me, to the field disturbances. Okay, as I said, so based on proximity and strength, you'll get different tones. It's a 9-volt battery source at the back, self-contained, so you just open up the box and you've got your battery inside. Okay, you can use standard 9-volt, we use Duracell, but you can use rechargeable if you want to. Okay, you've got spontaneous responses to field fluctuations and spikes within the electromagnetic field. Obviously you've got the telescope there, the telescopic antenna, which is 360 degrees, and you know, you can bend it any way you want to, right? And the response time is approximately 100 milliseconds. Okay, so if anything approaches it, it reacts within 100 milliseconds. Okay. Right. Now I've tested it with the K2 and the millimeter. They aren't affected by it, so you shouldn't get any false positives, which is a good thing. Okay. So I'm just going to turn the light off quickly. This is just a normal camera, it's not night vision, but it'll just give you an idea of what it will look like when you're in the dark. Okay. There is a little backlight on it which I've incorporated, so you can see, just about see it in the dark. Okay, there you go. There's the blue. Okay, that's what you want if someone touches it. Okay, so there you go. That's our version of the REM pod. Got no prices on it yet, as I say, still needs a bit of testing. But as soon as I have a working price, I'll let you guys know. The other thing you'll notice is how small it is. I've never understood why the traditional REM pod is so big, right? I think it's a case of, well, you know, the bigger it is, the more you can charge. So I don't know if that's the case, but there you go. It's very light and compact. You know, I mean, it's a very small box. You know, you can stick it in your back pocket. You couldn't do that with a REM pod. And that's the whole idea of this. You can stick them in a pocket, walk around with them, you know, put them down wherever you want to, fold them away, you know, take your antenna off, set up and what have you. As I said, with the traditional REM pods, they've got all that resin in that round housing, which is a heavy housing. I've never understood it. It's not an insulator, it doesn't do anything. To me it just looks like a hot glue gun. You know, somebody's emptied a load of resin into it just to make the weight up. The components, as far as I can tell, are no different in this to a REM pod at all. You know, from the research I've done, the components are exactly the same. So I don't understand why it needs to be in such a big box. You know, it doesn't serve a purpose, but there you go. Okay, so that's our version of the REM pod. I'll be naming it, obviously not the REM pod, but it'll be called something when I can think of a you know, a decent name for it, and then we'll launch it and let you guys know how much it is. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.